Hello. Hi. Yeah, let's fight this coronavirus by using some martial arts, okay? So, all right. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes. Whew. Ah. Okay. Okay, we are back. Let's talk about news for a second. Coronavirus situation. So yeah, coronavirus came from Asia. So I read the news where some Asians get like targeted. So kind of made me a little sad. Yeah. I mean, if yeah, I'm Asian, right? So if some people keep healthy distance from me, yes, just because I'm Asian, I can understand that. Why? Because I mean, yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to Asia, but if I'm Asian, then there's at least at least apparent possibility that I've been to recently Asia. Okay, so people may think that, so I can understand. Uh, they wanna keep healthy distance from me, but the news I read is some kind of harassment in like New York subway. They shouldn't do that because it's not necessary. Come on, can't we just get along? And also like. Uh, President Trump basically kind of relented. At first, he was kind of like me, and I still believe that people should live a normal life as opposed to shutting down everything. I think that will cause more harm than good because uh, coronavirus is not that different from cold virus or flu virus. Okay, from what I'm not. This is not from me. It's a collection of ideas from other people, and I'm adding some of my own, like always. So, coronavirus, it has to do with the immune system. Okay, so if you diet, exercise, daily hygiene, then you'll be fine. Okay, so uh, so yeah, President Trump kind of like basically didn't think it was a big deal, coronavirus situation. And to me, I still don't think it's a big deal. Okay? But President Trump, he changed. Okay, he recommended, basically people staying home as much as possible. But I have to disagree with President Trump. Okay, because yeah, you can do home exercise, right? Yeah, maybe it's good time that I show you ground swimming. Let's do it. Because I popped in some 2 day Dayquil because I was feeling some throat irritation. So it happens every now and then. Just common flu, common cold, trying to attack my body. Okay, home exercise, huh? Okay, ground swimming. I show you. All right. Yeah. Okay, you can swim on the ground. Okay, just like this. Okay. You cannot see my legs. It's kind of important. There. Okay. Man. Now you can see my legs, right? Partially. Yeah, ground swimming. Backward. Okay. Sideward. Whew. The other way. Okay, that's ground swimming, okay? And let me change this. Whew. Yeah. So this lockdown approach that President Trump he resisted at first, and now he's kind of giving in, caving in to this lockdown approach, and I'm still thinking, arguing that lockdown approach is wrong approach. Okay, why? Because if people just stay at home, they'll be physically inactive, and their immune system will start to weaken. Okay, and they'll get sick. All right, so as long as you keep healthy body, okay, just daily hygiene, wash your clothing, wash your face, your mouth, take a bath or shower at least Monday to Friday, and regular diet, healthy exercise. I mean, regular exercise, healthy diet. Then they don't get coronavirus. Okay, even if it comes, your immune system will be able to overcome it. Okay, just like any disease, right? Yeah. So what about immune system? How healthy you are? Of course, you gotta regulate your body temperature very well. You know, you have plenty of water. Okay, lysis concept. Yeah, all those viruses they thrive in winter because winter is dry, and virus do very well when it's dry. Air is dry, right? Because when it's cold, uh, air cannot contain much moist in it. So that's why winter is dry season. Okay? So virus, okay, they don't do very good when there's a lot of humidity. Alright? That's why virus they do good at dry winter. Alright, so yeah, take a steam bath. Okay, tepid water, red or hot, a lot of steam, humidity, and then drink a lot of water. If your throat is bothering you, if you feel like catching a cold, yeah, popping one Dayquil still doesn't work. One more, okay, at a time. So yeah, that's why I never catch a cold. And when I kind of feel like catching a cold, yeah, I pop in Dayquil and then I start martial art. Then it goes away. Okay, so and President Trump, he I think he's still better than others, but still at the same time he doesn't have any scientific knowledge. Okay, so he is not capable of giving a good guidance to Americans or to the world. Okay, he's just ignorant, scientifically illiterate. All right, so yeah, I'm running for president, but because I think I can do better than he ever can, or anybody else can in this year. Okay, all right. we'll get back to that. Go, gold box conjecture proof, but I made two mistakes yesterday. Okay, I talked about Mr. Anthony Bourdain, but I said his name is Thomas Bourdain. No, his name is Anthony Bourdain. Okay. Second correction. How ignorant am I? Right? I wrote gamma like right side left, backward. Okay, so I was confusing with Korean G character and gamma, Greek gamma character. Gamma is the other way. Okay, I'm sorry. That's how ignorant I am. Okay, so. Boy. We may as well stick with that though. I mean, probably not. It's not going to be easy to write Korean character like that in LaTeX or anywhere else. So we correct it to gamma. Okay, so they say Korea handled very well about this coronavirus situation, and I'm pretty sure they did. Okay, Korean they. I mean, I don't like Korean modern music, Korean modern movies. I don't. Okay, but do I like Korea? Oh, of course, I love old school Korea, like 1980s. Just like I like old school America, like 1980s, 90s, up to 90s. Okay, America and Korea they were cool up to 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s. They were fantastic, both America and Korea. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I love Korea. Korea is fantastic. I love especially Korean food and Korean people. Yeah, I mean Koreans. There's some bad Koreans. All right, not every Korean is nice. All right, there are some bad Koreans, just like America. Okay, America. Yeah, you have some mean people in America, right? Korea is the same way. There's not no difference. Okay. Yeah, I love Korean food, Korean culture, Korean people. Yeah, mostly. Okay, old school. Okay, let's take a break, and then we get back to the gold box conjecture proof. It has slowed down a little bit, but I cannot make it any quicker. Gold box conjecture proof. It will go in its own pace. I cannot speed that up. Okay, why? Because even if I want to, there are a lot to it. Okay, there are a lot to it. We have to explore all those things in the matrix. Gap, or we call it prime gap cumulus, like accumulation, cumulus matrix. Okay, there's a lot to it. Okay, so we gotta just take time and do it thoroughly. Slow and steady wins the race, kind of. Okay, okay. Let's take 5 minutes. Okay, so. Okay. Okay. Uh, we can do two things, okay? We can do two things. One thing, first thing, algebraic approach. Second, geometric approach. Okay? So last night after the recording, uh, again I grabbed my notebook and went to my bed and figured out some algebraic kind of recurrence relationship within that prime gap cumulus. We used to call it coverage, right? But perhaps cumulus like this accumulation, this cloud name, accumulation. I think that makes more descriptive sense. So we're gonna rename it as prime gap cumulus matrix. Okay, so as sorry about hair to the bad hair there, kinda whatever. So yes, I found some recurrence formula for that, but just kind of it was interesting. But it gets a little bit involved, right? So we'll just take the second approach, geometric approach, where we just stare at that PGC matrix and try to find some pattern there, just like we did before with the gold box matrix. Okay, so it's easier that way. Okay, and if we find enough stuff there by just looking at the matrix, visual examination, geometric celebration. If we do enough of that, then we'll explore the algebraic stuff. Okay? Okay. Let's bring back that green matrix. Mathematical fatigue. Not quite looking forward to this, alright? Because by now, it's losing its steam a little bit, okay? Because initially was so excited about this, but it's kind of getting old, okay? So we failed to prove the gold box. I failed to prove the gold box conjecture in 2 weeks, okay? So we better hurry up before we lose interest in this problem. Okay, so there's this time issue. All right. We better get this done before we start losing interest. Before we feel like jaded and bored and okay, we gotta get this done and over with while we can. All right. So the interrelationship between gold box matrix and this gap cumulus matrix is this. Okay, so you have number 6 here. It represents the gap between two adjacent primes. All right. So let me put the gold box matrix where I can see it. Oh. Okay. All right, the first prime Swazang prime pair where prime gap is 6 is 23 and 29. Okay, so because we include 1 as a prime number, right? So you have 23 and 29 as prime number, right? How do you express 24 as summation of two primes? 23 plus 1, okay? How do you express 30 in terms of summation of two primes? 29 plus 1, okay? So that constitutes the very first row in Goldbach's matrix. Just add 1 to all the prime numbers, okay? Now, how about the even integers between 24 and 30, like 26 and 28? Those numbers between two adjacent G1 set, even numbers, we call them missing links, missing numbers, okay? If we can prove, we can always find missing links in the inside of the prior Goldbach triangle. I'm just looking at Goldbach's triangle over there, okay? Then that's the proof, okay? In other words, I'm just being too abstract, right? Just follow with me because I don't want to waste time and energy just switching on whiteboards again and again, okay? So, and I share it, break it down for you later, okay? So 26 and 28. It so 26 is 24 plus 2 and 28 is 24 plus 4, okay? So you have this gap delta, okay? So 2 and 4, like 26, 24 to 26 and 26, 24 to 28, 2 and 4, those are the delta G1 basically, okay? We call it Goldbach's gap, okay? And they're always consecutive even integers, okay? It goes to from 2 to 4, meaning the prime gap minus 2, okay? That's how far it goes, okay? So okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's be diligent. I'll switch out this board for you so that you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so alright. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So 23 and 29, right? You add 1, it becomes 24 and 30, right? So gap between 23 and 29 is 6. It gets preserved in G1 set, the very first brown row, okay? So two even numbers are missing between 24 and 30, 26 and 28, okay? So the problem boils down to this. missing gold bar gaps like 2 and 4 when it happens, can we always find it by uh, going down, down, or going to the left, down, left, down, left, down? Okay, so that's the problem. Yeah, it's not as easy as I thought. So yeah. Hmm. The interrelationship between Goldbach's triangle and the cumulus matrix. Let's think about that. Hmm. We grab another whiteboard, alright? Sorry. Leg work. I wish I had an electronic whiteboard so that I can just switch between the board with the click of a button on screen, touch screen. That'd be so nice. Alright. Alright. Between 211 and 223, we add 1, so 212 and 224. So 14, 16, 18, 220, 222. That's what's missing. Okay. So how do we go from 212 to 214, 216, 218? Yeah, just add 2 and add 2 to the 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2, and then 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4, and then minus 12, minus 2, and then all over this. Then you get this. Okay, so mm-hmm. Wow. Wow, yeah, this is difficult. Oh, I'm beginning to see it now. Okay, okay. I got it. Okay. I mean, just something small. First column in cumulus matrix corresponds to first row in gold box matrix. Okay. And second column of gold box, I mean, the cumulus matrix, second column corresponds to second row of gold box uh, triangle. Meaning, the linear algebraic relationship between cumulus matrix and gold box matrix, they're transpose of each other. Okay, that's like swapping along the diagonal. Interesting. Who knew? How interesting. It's something I just observed. All right. Yeah, we can prove that. That's easy to prove. Okay, why they are transposed to each other. That's it's more like definitional property. So good. Then why is it the case that if they are indeed transposed to each other, because gold box triangle it does have some gaps though. The fourth gap happens at the seventh column. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah, I misstated. They're not transposed to each other. No. They're not. Gold box, I mean, cumulus matrix is slower, kind of slower version of gold box triangle. Okay. Gold box matrix. They are not. I have to correct my mistake. They're not exactly transposed to each other, but there's some columns and rows matching. But gold box cumulus matrix, yeah, it. I mean, cumulus matrix it grows a lot slower. Okay. It's more redundant. There's more redundancy there. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, we are. observing something, finding something very small, one by one. Okay, so slow progress. We never thought it would be that easy, right? So yeah, it's not unexpected. Slow progress. So okay, let's take a break. Okay, so. Wait. Little by little, we are going somewhere. Okay, we are not stuck in one spot. No, we are making very slow and steady progress. So that's good because we never thought this would be some easy problem to solve. No, So, okay. You gotta switch to whiteboard again. Oh boy. This is how it goes with the systemic enumeration method. It's very labor intensive. We are humbling ourselves basically before God. Okay, God of mathematics. Okay. So, what we are doing here is this. The black letters, they are the prime gaps. Okay? So we are adding prime gaps to with first prime gap, and then we add second prime gap on top of that, third prime gap on top of that, fourth prime gap on top of that, to see whether it gives us complete coverage of even integers. And it does. We didn't prove it yet, but as far as we can see, it does. And why is that the case? I don't know yet. Okay, but it's something we need to prove at some point. Okay, it's something we just observed. Okay. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not good at martial arts, right? Yeah, it doesn't look that good. Again, I'm not a very good dancer. When I dance, maybe sometimes it looks okay, but other times it doesn't look that good, right? Martial arts same way. Maybe sometimes I look okay. It all depends on the energy level, right? Yeah. So I woke up early today. Kind of thinking about this a little bit. Okay, so well, I went to bed early too. So yeah, I'm sorry if I don't look very good today because I'm a little bit beat, a little bit beat. Okay, a little bit tired. So yeah, my apology for unpleasant countenance. Kind of low energy. All right. So, all right. So prime gap in physics is kind of looks like a displacement. So we are adding displacement plus displacement. But in Goldbach's conjecture, I mean Goldbach's matrix, prime gap. Uh, G1 set is like prime numbers basically, okay? It's like position vector. So we are adding position vector plus prime gaps. No, we are adding position to position. Okay, yeah. Okay, so cumulus matrix, we are adding um, yeah, we're not adding two uh, prime gaps, we are accumulating it, right? So in Goldbach's triangle, we are adding two prime numbers. Position to position, okay. Yeah, is that not equivalent? I mean, not parallel. Okay. Let's just observe, all right? Let's just observe just one row in this cumulus matrix. First row, it seems as if it covers complete uh, integers, set of even integers up to 10. And second row, it doesn't have 4. Third row, it does not have 4, it does not have 6. Fourth row, it does not have 6, it does not have 8, it does not have 10. Okay, so fourth row potentially have everything. Second row, 4 is missing. Third row, 4 and 6 is missing. Third row, let's label this. Again, labor intensive. We save our pin right here. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Everything. 4 missing. 4 and 8 missing. 6, 8, 10 missing. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 missing. Okay. Oh well. Let's think of a different way, okay? So, uh, 0 square, 2. Well, we just call it 4 square, okay? So, second square, 2, 4. 2, 4, 6. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then 12, 14. So 8, 10, 12, 14, it go back, right? Why does it go back like that? Because this is 2 and this is 4. Okay, okay, okay. 16, okay. And then next 18, I mean, next, boy. Let's forget about 2, okay? So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I have to erase this orange line. I have to be very careful. Okay, you stay right here. All right, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then 16, 18, 12, 22, 24, 26, 28, and then 30, 32, 34. I'm looking at the coverage, okay? And 36, and then 38, 34, 30, 38, 30, 40, then 42, 44, 46, 46, 48, 50, and then 52, 54, 56, 58, and then 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, and then 72, 74, 76, 78. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to look at the pattern of this continuity expansion as we make this cumulus square matrix bigger and bigger. Okay, so yeah, how interesting. Yeah. Let's draw the diagonal. Okay, so one, so the recurrence relationship I discovered last night is this. All right. To go from one last number in this square matrix to the next, you gotta add up two numbers. Okay. So from third square matrix edge to go to fourth square matrix edge, you have to add uh, the next gap plus delta gap. Here, 4 plus 2. That's why you have to add 6 in order to go from 8 to 14. Okay. Uh, yeah, you can prove that. I can because I found that recurrence relationship. Okay, algebraically. Is that why this is continuous? Maybe. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, we're getting somewhere. All right, so yeah, let's first prove that this gives us complete coverage of even integers. Okay, and then we go back to the gold box triangle and find some interrelationship between this guy and that guy. Okay, so yeah, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Very good. Making very good progress. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's take a second look. Okay, this diagonal progression. Because in this cumulus matrix, diagonally speaking, there's jump, there's some leap, missing link. 4, 6, 8, 14. So 10 and 12 missing, right? You have to look up and look left. Then you got it. Then 14, 16 missing. Well, you look left. 20, 18 missing, you look left. 20, 22 missing, you look left. 26, 24, 24 missing, you look left. Then 34. 28 missing, so you look up. Then 8, 30 and 32, you look left and left. 32, 36 missing, you look left. We do all the way down, okay? 42 missing, 32 to 42. 34, you look up. 36, 38, and then 40. 44, 46, 48, 50, so 46, 48, 58, 40, 50, 52, 54, 56, 64, this big jump. 60, 62, 64, 66, 72. So this leap gets bigger and bigger. 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78. Okay. It seems, I see a pattern here. The missing link in this diagonal progression in cumulus matrix is always found on the very last column and very last row. Always. That's the pattern I just observed. Okay. Let's see why that's the case. If you have any energy left, let's see why that's the case. Okay. And let's examine why would it be always the case. Okay. Just out of curiosity. I think it's worthwhile examining. Okay. Okay. So how do you go from one edge, one corner of this square matrix to the next corner? You add the next gap plus delta gap prior. Okay, so that something like that's something I came up algebraically. So yeah, it's already proven, right? So yeah, that's something I found like last night. Okay, so it's already proven. Okay, so it's because I derived that function, that recurrence relationship algebraically. Okay, so using equations and letters. All right. So, okay. So we are dealing with prime gaps and secondary prime gaps, which is gap of prime gaps, like delta gaps. Okay. Yeah. It's like going higher order in a polynomial. All right. Like you have position vector, then you have velocity vector, and then you have acceleration vector, right? Yeah, it's like first order equation, second order, I mean, zeroth order, first order, second order, like position vector, velocity vector, acceleration vector. Okay, so it is polynomial. Okay, so but I don't know anything about Riemann zeta function. I know just a little bit, all right, but I don't know the whole theory. The prime number theorem. I know what it is, but I don't know how they derived it. Okay, so let alone how they proved it. I don't. It's too much mathematics. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't want to know. All right, no, I don't have time to learn those things. Okay, so because I want to come up with my own theory as opposed to learning what other people came up with. All right, I don't have time. So, okay. At least on the zeroth row and zeroth column, it is symmetric, right? Yeah. And this column corresponds to a row in Goldbach's triangle, Goldbach's matrix, okay? But they are not transposed to each other, okay? And I'll tell you later why that's the case, but kinda, okay? Because if you have one column in cumulus matrix, you can always find that column in a row in Goldbach's matrix, okay? That's easy to prove, right? And I know how to prove it, okay? Because it's very simple. It's just simple algebraic manipulation, okay? So, or even definitional, right? Okay, we know that much. Let's take 5 minutes break. I need some vocal rest. Okay, so I'm sorry I'm low energy, but hey, it happens, right? Yeah. Kind of had a long day, okay, so. Okay. Okay, we're back. Let's take a break from mathematics, okay? Yeah, we made enough progress for today. Alright, so let's just relax. Talk about coronavirus. Uh, uh, so we are living in this day and age, okay? People, they have always been this way. Hoarding. Most people like herbivores. Very timid, scared. They want to join in, chime in the majority mainstream, right? So when coronavirus is big scare, everybody chime in, right? But at the same time, they're big winners. Walmart, Amazon.com, eBay, right? Yeah, they're making tons of money, right? Because people are like, hoarding stuff. They just buy up all this merchandise, emptying the shelves. So I'm sure Walmart, Amazon, they are making record profit by now, right? Yeah, there's some always winners, right? When there are losers. Okay, so in humanology, that's expressed as the law of copium conservation, just like first law of thermodynamics, the law of energy conservation. Yeah, mass, yeah, it get conserved too, but we don't call it the law of energy mass conservation because mass and energy they are not equivalent. Why? Because Einsteinian special relativity theory, we proved it wrong. Okay, so it was a very simple proof. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. It was extreme because we are disproving Einsteinian relativity, right? To prove something is a lot more difficult. To prove something, you just need one counterexample. It's a lot easier, right? Just like to create something, to build something, build a house, very difficult. You plumbing, electrical wire. To build a computer program, you have this spaghetti code. To build a house, you have haywire behind the wall. To build a computer program, you have spaghetti code behind the facade of this nice software product, user graphical user interface GUI or your website, right? Behind that, you if you right click on your website and then something like see the code and you get to see all the HTML and JavaScript behind that, right? Spaghetti code. You see a house like this house, right? Very nice, clean wall, but behind the wall you have all this haywire. They kind of look like spaghetti, right? I love spaghettis, spaghetti and meatball. I love that. Right? Yeah, fantastic Italian food. So, you know, recently I read this article about Pompeii. Pompeii, they were perished in this volcanic eruption, right? AD 79, Anno Domini, like after Christ, right? 79. And they were very, very, how do I say it nicely? There were a lot of adult activity going on, meaning, yeah, there are a lot of red light districts, so to speak. Okay? To use euphemism. Because they painted all those walls with all those paintings, that's very explicit. Multiple adults having this adult kind of party without any clothing. Isn't it better to say it this way? It's more interesting to say it this way, right? Roundabout euphemism as opposed to just say it. That's more nuanced than, yeah, more interesting this way, right? Make it more difficult to say. Yeah, yeah. And it's still, I'm still not offending anybody. Okay, so dual purpose. It's more entertaining this way, roundabout, make it more difficult to say the same thing. And at the same time, we are not offending anybody, so dual purpose. Okay, good. Dual purposes. Now, let's get back to this. Or not. What time is it? Yeah, I've been chatting with my friends, right? Hey, are you okay? I'm okay. You know, are your family okay? Yeah, my family is okay. So I've been uh, chatting with my friends lately, just to catch up, right? So this coronavirus, I'm kind of taking advantage of this to get in touch with my friends, families. Yeah, I mean, by families, family members. Yeah. It's kind of interesting why this matrix is not symmetric. Let's think about why this matrix is not symmetric. Oh, because vertically it's cumulative, horizontally it's not. Horizontally it's just prime gap sequence, right? Prime gap set. But vertically you're accumulating. That's why we call it cumulus matrix, right? Prime gap cumulus matrix. That's why it's not symmetric. Okay. So why do we accumulate prime gaps? Because that's the crux of prime number. Okay. Prime number and prime number is nothing but the very first prime number plus sigma uh, I from 1 to n gap, ith gap. That's something I learned from Wikipedia. Prime gap article. Okay. Yeah. So that's why we're doing this. Okay. So if all the even numbers can be expressed in terms of additions of prime gaps, uh, at least there's strong indication that Goldbach's conjecture is true. I mean, we haven't quite made the connection between that hypothesis and Goldbach's conjecture yet. Uh, that's something I haven't done yet. I thought I did, but not quite. Okay, but we are kind of running two projects in parallel, kinda. After we are done with these two parallel projects, what we gotta do is to make connection between two projects, two hypotheses, two conjectures. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah, it's step by step. It's like two-dimensional project, right? You have one project going this way, another project going this way, and after we are done with these two projects, we have to make connection between the two. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of getting tired, sleepy for tonight. Okay, so Yeah. Tuesday fatigue. Mm. Yeah. But the recurrence formula that I came up with last night is generic enough. Okay, so it's about diagonals. Then you have main diagonal, upper diagonals, and lower diagonals. Okay, yeah, it's my recurrence. I mean the recurrence formula that I discovered last night that God gave me. Okay, it's generic enough so that you can move this diagonal upward and downward. Okay, it covers everything, all the diagonals in this matrix, square matrix. Okay, so but on top of my head, all I can remember is the main diagonal. Okay, but the one up, yeah, it's you just add the gap. I mean, prime gap. Okay, then you get the next first upper diagonal. Okay, yeah, just add next prime gap and you get the next. Okay, so lower, yeah, it's covered by the recurrence formula that I discovered last night, but I did not spell it out. Okay, but the recurrence formula that I discovered last night that God gave to me is generic enough to cover every single diagonal in this matrix. Okay, so I just didn't spell it out. Okay, I just wrote down the generic one. Okay, but we'll leave that for tomorrow. I'm very low energy. Okay, right now. I don't even want to look at this anymore. I mean, not tonight. Okay. So, why am I doing this in Google YouTube? Well, it's education, democratization, multiple purposes. Yeah, I want to share what I know with the rest of the world, anybody. Okay. And then, at the same time, it's a well preservation of knowledge because, hey, who knows? I might die tomorrow, right? Most likely not car accident because I drive. I always observe speed limit. I don't drink and drive. I drive very safe. I look back into my rear view mirror. Always keep the safety distance between my car and car front, right? Would I die from bear mauling? Most likely not. Nowadays, I don't even go hiking. I just run around the blocks, city blocks. Okay. And at the same time, I run on the frozen lake. So would I run on the frozen lake and one day fall into the frozen lake because the ice breaks? Most likely not. Why? Because when the ice melts in the frozen lake in the spring, you cannot quite run on there because it gets really wet, like just full of melt water on top of thin frozen ice lake. I don't want to run on water. No, it gets messy, right? So that's not gonna happen. Or would I get coronavirus? Most likely not. Why? Because I do diet, exercise. Okay. Yeah. But if I happen to die for whatever reason, would I get murdered? Would I fall a victim of crimes? Most likely not. Why? Because people like me. Okay? Yeah. Even in America, where that was a joke. Americans, they are more loving than other countries. Maybe, I don't know. Well, Americans are very loving and caring, okay? Yeah. When I'm in trouble, they help me out. Americans, yeah, mostly they're very nice people, loving people, caring people. Okay, so yeah, most likely, yeah, I'm not gonna get full victim of crimes. Okay, because I'm a humanologist, I know how to make people love me. Right, so how do your job, okay, and like an Alaska native maxim, yeah, avoid confrontation. Okay, just tolerate, suck it up, forgive, forget, turn the right cheek, left cheek. But at the same time, yeah, sometimes you have to stop them. Okay, because you cannot always just turn the right cheek, left cheek. No, no. Sometimes you have to stop them and stand up to them. Okay, sometimes. Yeah, I know how to do that. I'm 41 years old. Okay, but in a diplomatic manner. Okay. Appeal to their reason, the little conscience that they have left. Like in Alaska or anywhere in the world, how to make a fire. Okay, that little ember. Okay, the little conscience, good part left in that person, in live it, in living it, resurrect it, appeal to their that little conscience left in that person. Okay, yeah, then you'll be fine. Okay, so if somebody come at me, hey, you are Asian, go back to Asia. We don't want your coronavirus here. What I would say, yeah, hey, it's been a long time since I've been to Asia. Okay, and yes, I am Asian. All right, but typically I don't hang out with Asians, right? Who may have been to Asia recently. And guess what? I don't hang out with anybody. Do you know what I do? I come home after work and I hang out with mathematics, numbers and letters. Do numbers and letters have coronavirus? Okay, numbers and letters. How do you write down numbers and letters? Pencils, pens, whiteboards. Are they from China? Because from what I heard, you shop in Walmart and they sell Chinese products. But hey, as far as I have read, coronavirus, okay, it's just like other viruses, cold virus, flu virus, okay. They don't survive very long outside of human body, okay. After 2 3 days, they are dead. And how long it does it take to ship goods from China all the way to America, all across the Pacific Ocean, ship? Probably take more than 2 or 3 days, right? All this coronavirus, okay, they're dead when this shipment arrives, okay. But I still don't feel comfortable about you. You're Asian. You may have coronavirus. Then let me stop talking to you, okay, and then go away, all right? And when I see you, I stay away from you, okay? When you see me, stay away from me. I won't get offended by that, okay? So, but hey, man, I gotta go to work. I gotta eat. You don't want to die, right? I don't want to die either. I gotta work, buy food, and I do exercise. I do diet. I do personal hygiene. So yeah, I say I'm clean. Okay. And look at me. Am I coughing? If I cough, that's smoker's cough because I smoke cigarettes. Okay. Yes. I mean, I understand you. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're angry, frustrated of all this coronavirus situation, okay? So you wanna blame somebody, and I happen to be an Asian, so you wanna put a blame on me. I understand that, okay? So if I apologize to you, would you feel better? I will. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry about coronavirus situation. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. Do you feel better now? Huh? Yeah, I apologized. Though I didn't do anything wrong. Just to make you feel better. Okay. Hey! How about me? You didn't apologize to me. Oh, lady, yeah, I apologize to you too, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. What? Are you sorry because you are Asian? No, I didn't say that. I like being an Asian, okay? Even in this time, coronavirus. Yeah, I like being an Asian. I like being Korean American, okay? I like Korea, I like America, okay? They're cool. I'm just sorry that you are going through this very difficult time. But at the same time, maybe it's a good thing because perhaps it makes us stronger. It's about discipline. Discipline is about pain and suffering. Okay, that's what makes you stronger. So maybe God is doing this for a purpose to make us stronger, more disciplined people. It's like purification, refinement, this metallurgy, this heated molten, so that all the best stuff get out. Purification in this metal refinement, metallurgy, right? Maybe it's that. I'm quoting from, paraphrasing from Old Testament, okay? So, because I know Bible inside and out, okay? So, like back of my hand. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay? Yeah, mathematics we did enough service, okay? Uh, uh, we'll think about this tomorrow. Why does this nth square matrix give absolutely complete coverage of even integers? Okay, that's still mystery to me. Okay, and we'll think about it tomorrow. All right. It may, maybe later on when these numbers get bigger and bigger, maybe there's some hole gap. I don't know. Okay, but so far, as far as we can see, it seems to be the case, and we want to know why. And we don't even need to prove that because we have this inequality, conjectural, inequality conjecture, okay? Maximal, continuity maximal conjecture, okay? Yeah, even if this nth square does not give you complete coverage, if it gives us enough coverage to overcome that gap, delta, whatever, gold box one set, if maximum of that is less than maximum of this, then we are done proving it. Okay, gold box condition. Okay, so we are having multiple concurrent approaches going on. Like we are diversifying the conjectural, methodological approaches here. Okay, we are taking one problem, gold box conjecture proof or disproof, but most likely proof. Okay, from multiple different angle. Okay, it's like military campaign, right? Yeah. I think we'll get this, okay? Because I'm very comfortable saying that we're gonna get this. Why? Because we are making solid progress day after day. Okay, we are learning something about it. So I think we'll be able to prove this week. Okay, I'm not gonna bet on it because I have no money to bet on it. Right? I have no money to hoard up all these toilet papers and canned foods. I got no money for that. Okay, but I think we're gonna be able to be proving Goldbach's conjecture this week. Okay, that would be my guess. I could be wrong. Okay, but at least in conceptual level. Okay, because we are making progress very fast, day by day. Right. So yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, we'll put this whiteboards behind us and we'll talk about something else, or we may as well just call it a night. Right. I'm getting sleepy. Right. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break anyway because night is still young. Usually at daylight, evening light. Yeah, the days are getting longer and longer in Alaska. Okay, so all right, take 5 minutes break, maybe 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Hey. Just kidding. So you may have a scarf, right? You have to be very careful. Maybe you have necktie, right? If you have scarf and you have necktie, you have to be very careful because somebody can pull it and use it against you. What do? Oh, 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 right? Oh. Well, somebody's pulling this. Okay, you grab his elbow, right? And you trip his leg. Or go up to his center of the mass, okay? Or his jaw, right? This, that, okay. So, alright. Yeah, it's just some martial art, okay? So, alright. Alright, we're back. Yeah, we talk about something else. I can't recover from my fatigue because yeah, my fatigue it has to do with my food consumption. I ate something before this recording, so it takes energy to digest and absorb all those what carbs, breaking down this chemical covalent bonding and convert it to ATP energy, right? You have ATP, ADP, AMP, right? Mono, di, tri, whatever, right? Still, I was kind of low energy level. Now, time has passed, so I recover from my fatigue. Okay, we have 1 hour left. We'll talk about something else. How about some Asian joke? Huh? Because there's some people in America who are angry at Asians. Okay, let them. Let's give them some channel to vent it out safely. Asian joke. Mr. Harvey. What's his name? Full name? Steve Harvey, right? Yeah, Mr. Steve Harvey, right? Yeah, he's a African American gentleman. He made us some jokes about Asian. Okay, I like that joke actually. I'm Asian. I was not offended. I actually like that joke. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Steve Harvey. I watched a couple of his segments. I mean, partially. He has this daytime talk show, right? Yeah, Steve Harvey show, something like that, right? Yeah, it's decent show, I guess. It's kind of old school, right? But I don't like him being the host of this Miss Universe pageant. I don't like that. Okay? Not because he made some mistakes, like, yeah, confusing the names and whatever. It was not necessarily his mistake, somebody else's mistake, right? Wrong envelope, right? Yeah, but Steve Harvey, Mr. Steve Harvey, yeah, he made good Asian American, urban Asian joke, and I like that joke. It was funny. Okay, there was this there was this he mentioned. I'm quoting from him. This and I actually I didn't buy that book, but I looked it up and I didn't like that book. Okay, what he was saying. How to date white girls in America as an Asian man. I did not like the concept, and Mr. Steve Harvey he didn't like the concept either. So he made a joke about that book. Okay. Hey, I'm Steve Harvey in Steve Harvey Show. Yeah, this book came out. How to date a white girl as an Asian man in America. And I heard that book is only 2 pages long. Yeah, it's this Asian male stereotype, you know, being short in this reproductive organ, right? It was so funny. I laughed. Okay, that's very smart and hilarious. Okay, that was funny. Yeah, that was hilarious. This it was a good joke. Okay, so Mr. Tiger Woods. Okay, it's fair to say some commentary, perhaps some critique about him because he's celebrity. All right, I'm a lawyer. I know the law. All right. Uh, Public figures, celebrities, they put themselves out in the public and they get benefit from being a public figure, being a celebrity. They have advertisement revenue, advertisement product endorsement. Okay, yeah, they get a lot of money from taxpayers or consumers. They're just kind of like government. Celebrities, they kind of like behave like government, kind of get benefit from the rest of us, taxpayers or consumers, small people, right? They take like 1 cent from us by product endorsement, advertisement, or TV show or sports show, whatever. Okay, they get money from us, little by little, from the rest of us. Just like taxation. Okay, so big celebrity or big corporation, they are kind of like government. Okay, why? Because they have money, power, and fame. And how did they achieve that? By taking little bit 1 cent, $1 from the rest of us, underdogs, people who are not famous, not powerful, not rich. They take 1 cent, $1 from all of us, 99% of us. That's how they get all the attention, all the money, power, fame, celebrities, big corporation, big government. Okay, there's some similarity there. Similarity there. Okay, I have Asian accent. I'm also drunk, so I have to enunciate. Right, take extra iota of my time, energy, calorie, energy, whatever, pain and suffering. It's something I learned from my actor colleague back in the days in Los Angeles. All right, he was Asian too, but he was born and raised in America, so he didn't have any accent. As far as I recall, yeah, I have my several Asian friends. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so Mr. Tigers. Okay, he's half Asian, half black, I guess. He's half Hawaiian, half black. For Hawaiian, native Hawaiian, they're Asians, all right, mostly. Okay, yeah, just Pacific Islanders, Alaskans, American natives, South American natives. Yeah, they came from Asia. Okay, so Polynesia, Asia. Yeah, mostly. Okay, so Mr. Tiger Woods, he's like yeah, half Asian, half African American, right? So there's this term called Blasian. Yeah, they're beautiful. I get it. Okay, I'm not against any of them, but he married this Caucasian lady, blonde, white skinned. I don't know what her eye color is, and to be honest, I don't want to know. Okay, so he married her. Okay, so as a dark skinned man, and he married a white skinned girl. I did quite like that marriage, right? I don't think anybody in the world liked that marriage at all. I don't think, except Mr. Tiger Woods and Miss Tiger Woods back, Mrs. Tiger Woods when they were still married. Okay, because yeah, she married this what golf star, rich man, famous, money, power, fame kind of guy. Okay, and he married this woman with very young, slender, uh, white skin, blonde, honey golden blonde, and snow white skin, and perhaps she's blue eyed, like sky blue eyed. Okay, so maybe he was happy, she was happy because this guy is like money, power, fame kind of celebrity kind of guy. But everybody else, I don't think anybody was happy to see that kind of marriage. Or how about Prince Harry and Miss what Markle? What's her name? Meghan Markle, something like that. I didn't like that marriage, okay, and I don't think anybody ever liked that marriage, okay. I mean, if you are, I mean, she's 100% black. She's like half black, half Caucasian, right? She's kind of brown, right? And Prince Harry, he's 100% white. He's like red hair, blue eyed, white skin, right? I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that marriage. Okay, I don't think anybody, to be honest, maybe some people, but at the same time, if you're black, you're empowering black race. If you're a huge fan of that marriage, Prince Harry and what's his name? What's her name again? Megan something. I mean, if you like that marriage, you are empowering. You're trying to empowering. You are trying to empower black race with the assistance of white race. That's not quite independence. That's more dependence. As a black race, black person, you're depending on white people's establishment. So how can you possibly like that? Would that, if I was black, I would oppose that kind of marriage. You're empowering black people uh, by depending on white people's establishment, this British Caucasian heritage of this imperial, this kingdom, this. I would not like that at all if I was black. Why do we need, as a black person, hypothetically, if I'm black, as a black person, why do we need white people, this imperial, this queen family, to empower us black people? No. We black people, we want to be independent, rise up on our own, as opposed to depending on white people. Come on. That's some social commentary I'd like to make. Okay? It just doesn't work. Okay, yeah, Meg it, right? Megan exit. Prince Harry, I don't think he's a very smart guy. Alright? He's ginger head, red hair, blue eyed, white skin, right? But he grew up in this palace, greenhouse, right? He didn't have to work. Yeah, he joined the British Marine. Okay, he deployed to Afghanistan, whatever, right? But yeah, he's not a very smart guy because mostly he just grew up in this greenhouse, right? He never had to work, right? He just got handed down all these privileges, right? Well, he was a pilot in British Marine, deployed to Afghanistan. I'm pretty sure he got it for free. Okay, why? He's royal. Yeah, in this American movie, what the Naked Gun, yeah, they make fun of these British royals. Not even that. I mean, even this Mr. Bean series, the British comedy, right? Yeah, Mr. Bean, Mr. Rowan Atkins, he's not exactly white. He's more Middle Eastern uh, immigrants descendant, right? He's brown skin and brown eyes, black hair, thick eyebrows, and dark eyeshadow. That's indicative of this Middle Eastern descent, right? So yeah, and he was very racially conscious too. All his competitors in his movie, they're all white people. Okay, yeah, and some black people too. When he went to this dance floor, right? Uh, yeah, he was very racially conscious man. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Rowan-Atkinson, by the way. Yeah, Mr. Bean series, fantastic, right? Basically, he's making fun of white people in the Great Britain. Okay, all the people he make fun of is white people. Okay, because he's racially conscious. Because he's not white. He's Middle Eastern descent. Okay, yeah, it was funny. Okay, so but at the same time, he was very nice to them, and they were nice to him. Okay, although there's some racial tension between, right? In Mr. Busta Rhymes music video, yeah, Dangerous. Yeah, he's having dance battle with the sure a white guy, right? But they never touch each other. It's dance battle, kind of rule, right? Being very civil, non-violent. Okay, so one of many reasons I like that music video. Mr. Busta Rhymes, Dangerous. Okay, yeah, some cultural, societal commentary. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing my laundry. Okay, I do my laundry at least twice a week. My linen, clothing, everything. Okay. Yeah. In terms of vacuuming the floor, I'm kind of lax on that. Okay, I'm sorry. I do it like once a month. Yeah. We take 10 minutes break. Okay, so I gotta put my laundry back and then start cooking my dinner too. So, okay, 10 minutes break. Okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly hungry yet, so I didn't start cooking my dinner, my microwave yet. But I did some laundry done. Okay, so we're talking about this humanological doctrine of anti-ultra internationalism, right? It's a kind of obscure concept, long name, whatever. Okay, anti humanological doctrine of anti ultra interracialism. Okay, so yeah, you have all these ethnic men like I mean Jews are they are Middle Eastern. Okay, yeah, they kind of mixed European Jews. They're mixed with Caucasian race. Okay, that's what this Herr Hitler didn't quite like, right? And among other many Europeans. Okay, and also there's this element of jealousy when it comes to this anti-Semitism. Okay, because European Jews they were very diligent and very smart, and so they reaped the cream of the pie, European pie, so to speak. So, but at the same time, this ethnic men, not just Jews, but Arabs, Asians, blacks, Hispanics, Indians, right, come to white country and marrying off beautiful young Caucasian females. Okay, so I can understand why some white people resent that because white people they want to preserve and protect their own species, subspecies, Caucasian species. Okay, so it's like a aquarium, right? Let's say you have this beautiful, exotic, this what's the word? Temperate zone or this equatorial, this warm water, goldfish or whatever fish, exotic, beautiful fish, right? And if you just catch them, endangered species, any animal species, or even orchid, wild orchid, plant, animal species, if you just uproot them, catch them, and put in an aquarium in a jar in your house without letting them to have a chance to opportunity to reproduce, I this species will go extinct. Okay, you may have fun while this fish, your pet animal, insect, tarantula, your mongoose, mink, pet, hamster, dog, cat, orchid, plant species, as long as they live, you enjoy watching them for 5 years, 10 years, whatever, right? But if you don't give them interbreed within their own species, animals and plants, insects, fish, reptiles, if you don't give them a chance to reproduce be- within their own species, then extinction of endangered species. Okay, that's why uh, you don't have to be with me on this. Okay, that's why I oppose this interbreeding, at least between ethnic men and beautiful, young, slender Caucasian females, because that's what's happening most of the time. Look at Mr. Tiger Woods. Look at Mr. Steve Mnuchin. Look at Mr. Jared Kushner. Look at Mr. Senator Ted Cruz. Look at Mr. Senator Marco Rubio. Look at Mr. Harvey Weinstein. Look at Mr. Matt Lauer. Look at Mr. Steven Spielberg. Look at Mr. Uh, Kobe Bryant. Look at Mr. Jamie Foxx. Look at Mr. All this, yeah, Bruce Lee, football star, basketball star. Look at Mr. something like John Chu, this Asian director in Hollywood. All these ethnic men, there are exceptions, but most of these highly successful non-white ethnic men, they end up marrying beautiful young white Caucasian slender females. So what I'm saying is I don't like seeing that because their children will not be Caucasians. They will be brown. And don't you think we have a lot of brown people in global, international, Earth populations? 10% black, 10% white, 80% we are just browns. We are talking about Asians, Indians, Jews, Arabs, the rest of us, Hispanics. Okay? Yeah, I even tele-evangelists, some very highly successful ethnic pastors like Reverend Rabbi Zacharias and his sons. They marry beautiful young white Caucasian slender blonde females. I don't like seeing that. Okay? Because they will have fun at all these ethnic highly successful, rich money, power, fame, just highly successful ethnic non-white males, non-Caucasian males. They marry blondes, white-skinned, blue eyes, Caucasian young slender females. They're gonna have fun, but their children will not be Caucasians. They'll be ethnics. They'll be browns. Okay, they're not gonna have blonde hair, red hair, blue eyes. They will have brown eyes, brown skin, black hair. Right? Look no further than President Barack Obama. His father was African, right? His mother, uh, slender, young, beautiful Caucasian. Yeah, brunette, but still. Okay. Brunette ladies, they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so yeah, and President Barack Obama, nobody sees him as half white or even half black. Everybody on earth sees him as the very first black president. But his father was black, his mother was white, Caucasian, right? Their child, President Barack Obama. Everybody sees him as a very first black president. Not half black, not half white, no, just black president. Okay? So, President Barack Obama's mother's Caucasian heritage is cut off, extinction. Okay? Yeah, I know what it sounds like. It sounds like white supremacism and neo-Nazism. And so what? They're still Americans. They have some valid points. And hopefully they are not violent. I'm not violent. We are not advocating for violence. No. We don't advocate for violence of any kind. Okay? All we are saying is, so all these ethnic, successful, hardworking ethnic non-Caucasian males, perhaps they have some sense of entitlement. Perhaps they think they deserve beautiful, slender, young Caucasian wives, like trophy wife, prize wife. Like we are talking about Hispanic senators from Florida, Texas, perhaps in California. We are talking about the Hollywood actors, directors. We are talking about yeah, Mr. Quincy Jones, your heroes, Mr. Jimi Hendrix, Mr. Rabbi Zacharias and his sons. We are talking about Mr. Jared Kushner, Mr. Steve Mnuchin. We are talking about all these your heroes. Some of them even President Trump anointed. appointed or even took as sons-in-laws. Okay. So all these non-Caucasian males, highly successful, who went to top schools, who worked very hard, like Mr. Steven Spielberg, Mr. Matt Lauer, Mr. Harvey Weinstein, Mr. Quincy Jones, Mr. Tiger Woods, all these basketball, football, ethnic athletes in America, okay? But yeah, they want to maximize their marital bedroom pleasure. I guess that's why they marry slender, young Caucasian females. But I think that's a little bit perhaps too greedy, perhaps too selfish. Okay, because everybody in the world, we want to see blonde hair, white skin, blue eyed actors and actresses, singers on screen, like Marilyn Monroe, Miss Marilyn Monroe, Miss Madonna, yeah, perhaps even Miss Lady Gaga, Miss, what's her name? Christina Aguilera, Miss Britney Spears, because they are very beautiful. The golden honey, golden blonde hair, they kind of transparent, translucent, reflects the light, kind of look like light itself, right? Gold, honey, blonde. Because back in the days in Roman Empire, Greco-Roman Empire, they are browns, they're Middle Easterns, okay. But we are talking about like 700 AD, 100 AD back in the days. But back in that those when Greeks, Rome's when they were the light of the world. The Caucasians, they are savages, Vandals, Visigoths, Vikings, Celts. Okay, they used to be savages. But these brown Romans, Greeks, they highly prized blonde hair, blonde wig. It was sold in very high price. Okay? Yeah, even back in the days when Caucasian people, Northern Europeans, when they didn't have any power, blonde hair was highly prized trade item during the Greco-Roman Empire days, like AD 100, AD 700, before the Dark Age. How did Dark Age start? White people, Caucasian people, the Normans, Northern Europeans, Caucasians, they invaded Roman Empire, the Brown Empire, brown people, Middle Easterns, okay, and they extinguished the light of these brown people. That's the beginning of Dark Age, because they put off the light by brown people, Middle Easterns. Okay? Yeah, Hebraism, Hellenism. Okay, so. But later on, they caught up. They learned from brown people. White people learned from brown people. And also from Asians. Like firecracker, fire powder. It came from China, right? Yeah. So this is why people learn from brown people, okay? They can invade brown people. This and this after they caught up, it took a couple of centuries. That's the dark age. It's white people. It's the age period where when during which white people were catching up with civilization of brown people. Okay. After that, they caught up. So there comes the Renaissance, rebirth. Okay, of Greco-Roman civilization, learned by white people. Okay, it's a rediscovery of this brown people civilization in northern Africa, yes, in Israel, Egypt, Middle East, Arabs, Muslims. Okay, yeah, Jews, Judaism, Christianity. Okay, so yeah, white people learn from brown people. That's Renaissance, and then Age of Reason, Enlightenment, and so on. And Jews, not just Jews, Arabs too, and some Asians as well. They saw this new light, so they can migrate to Europe. Even some Korean as well. There's this famous Korean historic anecdote, became a novel later on, because Muziek, Rubens in Franks, he painted this Korean guy, this Korean merchant in Europe in his days. Okay, so it became a very famous novel, historical anecdote. Okay, so a man in Hamburg, Korean traditional costume. Okay, yeah, I guess he was kind of international merchant from Korea to Europe. Okay, we have no idea how he got there. Okay, back in like 500 years ago. Okay, so but Mr. Rubens, he painted through that Korean guy. Okay, so yeah, so so Jews and Arabs, Asians, okay, they came to Europe during this Enlightenment era. We're talking about uh, 1500s AD and up, right? So yeah, a lot of immigration, okay, to this wide continent, wide countries, from Africa, from Israel, from Middle East, from Asia, okay, because they wanted to make money, okay. Is that why I came to America? Yeah, kinda, because I came to America for several reasons. First, I still am an ideological refuge. Korea, their education system fantastic, emphasis on discipline, huge fan. Okay, back in the days when I was in Korean high school, I didn't like the education system because it was too painful. But looking back, it was a good education system because it gave us discipline. It made us stronger people, even smarter people. Okay, Korean education system back in the days, I think they were very good. Okay, I didn't like it because it was too painful. But looking back, they did the right education. I used to have dual citizenship because I was born in America, but my parents are Korean nationals. Okay, and then I chose America. Why? Because Korea is a fantastic country, but at the same time, I want, I love freedom. I love birds. Okay, kind of jailbird, kind of. I don't commit any crimes. Okay, we are humanology. We are anti-crime criminalists. Okay, so anyways, but I want to be ideologically, metaphysically free. And America, yeah, degree of freedom in America is bigger than what Korea has. So yeah, that was the main reason I came here. Okay. Job, yeah, I could have gotten a job in Korea. Okay, but to me, Korea was just too small. Okay, and I wanted more degree of freedom, ideologically, metaphysically speaking. So that was the number one reason why I came to America. Okay. Other people who come to America, I don't know. I mean, Caucasians. They came to America back in what 1700s out of to find some religious freedom. Protestants, right? Yeah, to run away from European Catholicism, right? Yeah, Protestants they came here from Europe. But before that, during the Ice Age, you have Alaskan natives, Canadian natives, and American natives, Indians, right? American Indians and you have Latin American Indians. They all came from Asia. Okay, so Asians they came to America first. Alas, Bering Strait land bridge during the Ice Age. Okay, because sea level was very low. All the water was frozen up. Okay, so yeah, Aleutian chain, Bering Sea, Bering Strait. Okay, came from Asia, Alaska, Canada. Today's America, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Peru, you name it. Okay, Asians came here first. Okay, later on Caucasian came, and then they came with African Americans. I mean Africans, right? And then they became Hispanics in South America. Okay, so that's the world history. hmm We're just taking a break from mathematics. Why? Because we don't want to be blinded by mathematics. Okay, we want to take some balance, right? But we better get this done this week. We better prove Goldbach's conjecture this weekend, by this weekend. Why? Because we have to talk about economics, physics, chemistry, humanology. We have a lot of things to talk about. We are giving this Goldbach's conjecture way too much credit, okay? Because it's interesting problem, but we have to move on, okay? We cannot spend too much time on this. One problem in prime number theory in mathematics, we are bigger than mathematics, okay? We have to talk about economics, physics, humanology, chemistry, linguistics, okay? We cannot spend too much time on this small problem, okay? But it is worthwhile because if we do prove it, then we can get some accreditation. Okay? It is worthwhile investment, but we better prove this by this weekend, okay? Because we got other things to do. Plus, by far more important things. Humanology, economics, physics, linguistics, chemistry, you name it, alright? So, plus other branches of mathematics as well, as opposed to prime number theory, okay? So, I sleep on this, okay? So, yeah. Okay, I see you tomorrow, alright? Okay, thank you.